Welcome to D&D Conversations Over Coffee. I'm Jen, the blind bard, sitting at Table Reader's Tavern, ready to discuss all things D&D and TTRPG. And I've got a brand new coffee to try today. This is Death Wish caramel, coconut caramel. So let's see how this tastes. You know, I'm not a caramel fan, but I really, really like this. You can taste the coconut. It's excellent. Just so you guys know, my husband is modding for me today. So any questions you have, put them in the chat. He will relay them to me so I can interact with you. Hi, Twin Steel. Good to see you in here. So what's new with the channel? We are finally making progress on the video that I have been making for like 2 months now. And that one is all about accessibility at the table. So I'll be talking about how to optimize character sheets for visually impaired players, as well as why using Dungeon Buddies is going to help make your game faster. And then I'll be talking about why communication is the best accessibility tool and how combining all of these together will improve your experience at the table for not just the blind, but for everyone. I cannot wait to get it to you. I'm adding B-roll right now. It should be out sometime this month. And we played another game, Star Wars, last week. It was our third session of it. And this one was one of my favorite episodes because, you know, last time we were like freelance hired by the CIS. We got our first mission, which was to disable the communication systems on the fire base where we were stationed at Garros 4. So it sounds easy, but no, not really. There were a couple ways that we could do it. We started to plan. We could go in topside because they had some trenches and stuff, but it didn't provide any cover. It was guarded, and chances are good that we would have been spotted immediately. So that was out. Oh, excellent, Amy. I love coconut coffee. So Twin Tail says communication is key and he's looking forward to it. Yeah, me too. It's been in the pipeline forever. I can't wait to get it out. Thanks, River. I hope you have a great day too. And I hope your work's going well. All right. So, going back to the story. So we immediately started planning. Topside was out. So the next best option was to go to an abandoned factory and go in via sewer tunnels. So that was what we ultimately decided on doing. They did say that the tunnels have been abandoned for years. Some of them could be partially collapsed, and it's likely that all the entrances have been sealed off and surveillance systems have been set up so that, you know, they could catch anyone that was trying to sneak in that way. So we decided to risk it because what other choice did we have, right? So the four of us entered through the sewer tunnels. It was me, Dana Vale, All right. Let's try this again. Thank you so much for your patience. Somehow my audio died and we had to reset, but we're good to go now. So let me start over with the story. Um, so, so basically, what happened is so we started playing Star Wars. We're on our third session, and we just were hired freelance by the CIS. So we got our first mission, which was to infiltrate um, the fire base and disable the comms. So we had a couple of options. We could either go in and go in topside. That would give us no cover, though. We would be in the trenches and fully visible. Or we could go in via the sewer system. And that's ultimately what we chose to do. We took 10 droids with us, went to an abandoned factory, and got in that way. And one of the first things we ran into was all sorts of like network stuff. Like there was a lot of tripwires and things, cameras and sensors that we had to be careful of. One of the pitfalls was that our intelligence said it was some of the tunnels were partially flooded, some of them are partially collapsed, and again, they have traps in there because they're abandoned, but they still don't want people. They want to be able to detect people if they come in. So the first thing was there was a walkway that we could have used, but there were lots of sensors and tripwires that would be triggered if we used it. So we had to use the sewer water. And if it didn't smell bad, actually digging through the sewer and, waist high water, that wasn't pleasant at all. Just the smell alone. Ugh. Anyways. So we were slogging along. Lex noticed a box just floating in the water, and she just dismissively pushed it out of the way, and 2 grenades went off, causing us to dodge out of the way. Fortunately, no one got hurt, but next time we might not be so lucky. So we kept going until we came upon a collapsed tunnel. So we weren't really sure how to go around it. If we went and climbed it, it would be really noisy. If we didn't, then if we cleared it, it might take a lot of time. If we went under it, we would risk possibly drowning. So we decided that clearing it would be our best option, but we're all weaklings. We weren't able to clear it. So the next best thing was, to do what made sense for the moment. Some of us decided to swim under it. Some of us decided to climb over it. Ultimately, everyone got out and got through it. But that took a little bit of time. So we kept going. We disabled some cameras. We hacked a junction box and installed the back door. I found out a little bit more about Sierra Enclave. We don't know exactly if that's a code word or a ship name or an organization, We do know that it was cross-referenced with my name, Digital Jawa. We also found the data print for the operative searching for me. And all we know is their intelligence. We don't know what they want. Probably to wipe me out, if I'm being honest. So eventually we reached the Durasteel grate. We cut through the door, which kind of was a dumb move on our part because I have access to all the doors. I could just open it. But we forgot, so we cut it. So they're going to definitely know that we've been here. So there were clones, but we took care of them with stun grenades. CIS gave us a couple grenades each to use at our discretion, as long as we didn't really kill anyone, because they still want to use the base. So they don't want any of the base really destroyed. We managed to take control of the Firebase security systems. We triggered external alarms, shut down all doors except for the pass forward to the comms, which was our main target. We also cut power and spotlights, plunging the whole base into darkness and chaos. And this would leave us free to do what we need to do while they struggle to fix the problem. So we breached the bunker and we forced everyone in there to surrender, anyone conscious, that is. We did use more stun grenades there, and we took 4 prisoners. Before we did this, I hacked the comms relay. I gained sector-wide movement data. I installed a Trojan virus for ongoing intelligence. Extracted encryption codes for Republic assets, planet-wide. So we managed to take prisoners, Clone Commander, a Republic Logistics Lieutenant, a Clone Sergeant, and a Republic Comms Technician. They were exfiltrated under guard by CIS droids, and they were taken back to base to be questioned. So before we left, we rigged an explosion, forgetting I guess we forgot the directive to not harm the firebase. But this crippled its operational capacity. It would take them a while to rebuild it. And it will take them a while to find out who exactly was responsible for the raid. We ended up getting away. We ended up leaving the same way we came in. Same sewer tunnels. And we boarded the shuttle back to base without detection or pursuit. So we were pretty heavily rewarded for our mission. The CRS were very happy with our progress. So we negotiated 10,000 credits and some free equipment for our success, and secured our mercenary party as valuable. So we immediately were given carte blanche to choose our next mission. Yes. So Lex is a CIS operative and getting access, taking them back to base. Huh? Assets is really helpful for her. Yes, I agree, Lex. You are an amazing part of this company. And I think Digital Jawa and Lex are going to work very well together. So they give us carte blanche to choose our next mission. So we're trying to think of the most profitable one for our party. So there's a Garrus City hub infiltration, Republic Fuel Depot sabotage and theft, which I think some people are interested in. Garrus City Power Station blackout raid, which I think that's probably going to be our next mission. Yeah, we'll just have to see. There's one mission that I really want to do is to find out more about who's trying to find out information about me, but we decided that we need more information first. We need to get our ducks in a row before we can attempt that. And we don't want to go after anyone political right now because there will likely be Jedi. And it's amazing that we didn't run into any Jedi on base because we were told that there were 5 Jedis on base. And none of us have access to lightsabers yet. That's in the cards, but not yet. All I have is a blaster pistol. So I didn't think I could take them in a firefight. So we decided, I think, to go for the power station blackout raid. So we're thinking that we're going to use forged or stolen credentials for infiltration. So DJ and Lex are preparing for that. It wouldn't be hard at all to, get hired at one of those places at the power station and infiltrate it that way after we've collected some data. And then DJ can place a Trojan in there and a backdoor. So session 3 was a success. We accomplished our mission and we figured out what where we were going to go next. And I was very happy with this. I felt like this was by far the most interesting mission that we have done yet. And I'm sure there will be others that are just as interesting. And we did this all with ChatGPT. So that was great. One of the things that ChatGPT did for us was it summarized everything. And then, it was it recapped. So now I know where we are and all I have to do is review it later before the next game and I'll be up to speed. And also, I don't know. I really like not having a DM. I really like ChatGPT as the DM. It's just weird enough that it takes things to another level, if you know what I mean. It kind of steps it up a notch. And I like that my husband can play, with us because he's always so fun to play with. I mean, he DMs all the time and he's fun as a DM too, but it's nice to see him as a player and he's able to relax and everything. That's really valuable. So the next thing that's coming up for me within the next week is I think the next page stream, which is June 18th. So we'll be talking with Everything Dice. Craig Sipsey from Black Oak Workshop, and dice experts Daniel Lawrence and Amanda Brossoffs. I actually have to record a video for them today. I'm going to be introducing myself as the page interviewer. We are going to be streaming live from the Philly Gaming Expo a couple hours a day. I'm one of the interviewers that will be doing that, and I'm really excited about that. And if you're interested in the Philly Gaming Expo, you don't want to miss Friday Night Live, because that's where we discuss everything about Page. And I love that we get to meet the special guests and, dig a little bit deeper on their stories. And I am also going to be debuting my own panel, which will be held Friday, January 16th at 9 a.m. It's called Gaming Beyond Sight, a Blind Bard's Tabletop Guide. Let me put it on screen for you. So this panel is designed for GMs, players, and game designers. So I'm going to be sharing. Amy said the only bad thing about ChatGPT is it took a while for the box to answer our questions. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it does a great job answering our questions, but also it's good with the yes nos. It doesn't take that long with the yes nos, but if you ask it a complicated question, it takes a little bit of extra time. But that's okay. It just means that we have to adapt how we play and be thinking ahead. So I'm going to be sharing my tools and tricks for blind DMs and players. That includes tactile tools, character alternatives, theater of the mind, and blind-friendly storytelling. And I'm hoping it will help you with real concrete ways to make your table a better experience for everyone and a little more magical. So that's all I've got for you this week. Do we have any final questions before we sign off? What? We good? Okay. So I will see you guys next week. Again, I appreciate your patience with this stream. We had some unexpected difficulties and we fixed it. But it just goes to show you that sometimes things just happen and we need to figure it out. And that's exactly what being a blind dungeon master is all about, because I'm constantly figuring out better ways of doing things as a game master and a blind player. So thank you for your patience. I absolutely love interacting with you and love all the channel comments and the love. So I just want to let you know I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. May your rolls be high, your spirits higher, and may your voice always weave wonders. Have a great day, everyone.